We live.
Got it?
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well through the scriptures. And peace to the elect. This is GMS Indiana. All right, we're going to do a live show based off that. What you say, brother? The hell is coming. All right, it's titled, right? You know, hell increasing. The title is going to get worse before it gets better. All right, so we're going to go through more hell, all right, before the Lord brings the kingdom. Now, what you got to attention to is the Lord. He works according to the scriptures. All right, so you want to know what His plan is. You read the scripture, but it's also when you read Ecclesiastes, the first chapter and the third chapter, it speaks about how there's no new thing under the sun. We're in hell right now. We're going to go through a worse hell, and the word and hell basically means a condition. All right, we can prove that real quick. Get if you're on that, and Psalm 18 and 8, because hell is a condition. That's why the brother was saying that. But to simplify it, all right. But that's how the Lord worked. Speaks about when hell. That scripture speaks about when David was surrounded by different armies. Psalm 18, probably around like verse 8. But yeah, the Lord did the same thing in Egypt. We was in Egypt, all right. We was in hell. We was in bondage. The Lord delivered us from Egypt. We was in the wilderness, and our brethren perceived it to be a worse than Egypt, right? Because they wanted to go back, right? But then they was given the kingdom, all right. So you got that scripture? You can read it.
This is Psalms chapter 18, verse 8. There would have been smoke out of his nostrils and a fire out of his mouth devoured. And it says, and fire out of his mouth devoured, coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also and came down, and darkness was under his feet.
So like, young brother, yeah, and that scripture was talking about David being delivered through the chariots. But Salaki, start off on verse 3, Psalm 18 and 3.
Psalm 18 and 3, it says, I will call upon the Lord who is worthy to be praised, so shall I be saved from my enemies. The sorrows of death compass me.
Right, so he was surrounded by the sorrows of death. All right, go ahead.
The sorrows of death compass me. And the floods of ungodly men make me afraid.
Mm-hmm.
The sorrows of hell compass me about. The snares of death prevent me.
Yeah, and then when they say prevented him, it means it was in front of him, like it went before him. But that scripture says the sorrows of hell compass me about. So he was surrounded by hell, but what? Meaning he was in a rough condition. All right, but you can go ahead and keep reading, bro.
God, it says, in my distress, I called upon the Lord.
Because that's what we're going to have to do. All right? We're going to, when you read this, Baba Kusha, Sirach 2, because that's a good chapter to go through with this lesson. All right? Sirach 2, Lord willing, we'll deal with that, but get the scripture when it says, the Lord is very pitiful and saveth in time of affliction.
Sirach 2 and 7.
Top 7. Is that the one you want?
It's not 7, no.
I
thought it was 7.
It should be.
It's 11.
So you might as well start from top since you already crossed Sirach 2.
Well, he can read 11 to back up this point, and we're going to go back to
Sirach 2 and 11. The Lord is full of compassion, mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction.
And that was the point, saveth in time of affliction. All right, so we teach what the Bible says. We teach that the Lord saves you from affliction, okay? We don't teach that there's this false thing called the rapture, and the Lord going to take you out of that, and you ain't going to have to deal with none of that, all right? Can we get Revelation 3? Mm-hmm. You hold something, boy?
No, I was going to get Sirach.
Revelation 3:10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, all right, to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right. So, hey, the Lord gonna try the whole world, but when it says He shall keep us from it, that basically means He gonna give us a spirit to endure. Because the Scripture says, "What He that endures to the end, the same shall be saved."
Yep.
All right. Yes.
No, that was this Revelation. That was
Right. You can jump back to
Psalms.
You can jump back to
You done Psalms?
No, you can jump back to the Sirach though. Now we can go back to the one, start at verse 1, because the thing is, the Lord, this is how the Lord proves. This is how the Lord, scriptures in Hebrew says He chastened and scourged every son He received.
Where you start from the Sirach?
It's the top of the apple.
Okay, all right, hold Job 5 and 19.
Come
I
No, well, can somebody read the Sirach now?
I got you.
All right, come. Verse 1.
This is Sirach 2 and 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, because I sold temptation. I set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble.
So that's telling you you're going to deal with problems, okay? You're going to deal with sufferings, because it's telling you to constantly endure. All right, the scripture says in the book of Timothy, 2 Timothy, 3rd chapter, I believe. You can pull it up for you. They'll see it on screen. It says, all that will serve Yahweh Shai still suffer persecution. I think it's 2 Timothy like 3 and 12.
Yeah. This is
First Timothy.
No, 2 Timothy.
Okay.
2 Timothy.
3 and 12, 3 and 16. You found it out? You got it.
Yeah, 3 12.
Okay. No, you got it. No, you got it.
Oh. 2 Timothy 3 verse 12. Yeah, and all that will live godly in Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, shall suffer persecution.
Yeah, so when you live godly, hey, you get persecuted because the world lives ungodly. So coming to serve the Lord, meaning you're gonna have more hell on top of the hill you're already dealing with. Simply put.
In Persians it says, the heaven above my head shall be iron, all right, and the earth beneath my feet shall be brass. All right, now Jake still got that same saying today. He said, man, I'm between the rock and the hard place. I can't get around. You know, it's what's another one?
I'm caught between the pebble and the boulder.
You
heard that one?
Just like man, when you fix a problem, two more occur. You know, you fix one problem, two more happen. You fix the one out of that two, and another one happens. You know, it's between the rock and the hard place. It seems like you never can get ahead. You know, it's like that for a reason. I had 3 seconds. I'm not gonna go too long. I'm get the point. It's James chapter 1, verse 12. All right, I'm not gonna go down into it, but I'm gonna get the point. It says, "Blessed the man that endures temptation, for when he is tried."
Meaning tested. When you're trying something, that means you're testing its endurance. You're proving its worth.
Yeah. When he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. All right, like the 2 Timothy 3 and 12 said, it says, all they that will live godly in Yahweh Mashiach shall suffer persecution. All right, but them that prevail, because some men suffer persecution and they fold. It's all about how well you can behave, but it's all about how you can perform under pressure, you know? Right. Some men fold under the pressure. All right, a good analogy to that is when you watch those war movies, all right, like Saving Private Ryan, and it was a guy upstairs getting killed, and his teammate, his comrade was downstairs watching it, and he folded. He started cowering, you know, let him die. He folded under the pressure. Those were guys that fell out, man. You know, those are guys that put down the plow. You know, so only the ones that's going to endure is going to receive that crown of life. You know, hence the beginning of the scripture. Blessed is he that endures temptation, because when he is tried, he shall be given a crown of life. Because why? Yahweh shall promise it to him. You know?
And also about that enduring. It's funny about that enduring, because once you endure, you know, let's say this race, and you fall off to the wayside. Let's say you got tired for whatever. Not only you're gonna have that guilt of not finishing the race, but everybody that was more worthy than you passing you on is gonna mock you and see you. You know.
Yep.
they're still running a race. You know, they're not running as fast as you're running it. Yeah, they're passing you up because you were way light years ahead of them. But guess what? They're eventually gonna pass you and look at you and start mocking you. Like, look at this guy. He on the wayside now. You know? Yeah, you was running straight, but for some reason you started veering off into the next lane, and now you're going completely left field. You know? And they running beside you like, still, he's running completely go this way. You running that. You running a different way, man.
Yeah.
You know? So not only are you gonna get that, damn man, I never finished that race. But all the people that pass you, they're gonna mock you and scoff. You know? Be like, huh, look at this guy. He didn't finish the race. He couldn't endure. He couldn't endure. You know? So you're gonna be a laughing stock to all the people that's passing you up now.
Yep. Prime example, as a nigga. Prime example.
Yep.
I got scriptures back you up. Exactly what you just said. Luke 14:28.
Yep.
For which of you intending to build a tower, sit it not down first and count it the cost?
Yeah, that's why the scripture says, be fully persuaded in your own mind. You know? You can't just come in this thing and just think, oh, it's gonna be hunky-dory, handy-dandy. Yeah, of course you're gonna get off that sugar rush, you're gonna be, you're gonna be a little excited, but it's gonna take you a minute to actually digest it and think about what you just got yourself into, man.
Right.
You know? Now you're gonna, like the brother said, fold and cower out because what you got yourself into is actually a real deal and this ain't no, game. Or you're gonna constantly endure because it is commanded of you. All right, go ahead.
It says whether he have sufficient to finish it.
Did you start that over? Okay, sure. I'll elaborate.
Luke 14:28. For which of you intending to build a tower, sit it not down first and count the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it?
Sufficient to finish it. So say if you land bricks, all right. You build in the tower, you land bricks. You have a stack of bricks, and you build it. You didn't count how many bricks it was going to take to finish. You know what I'm saying? You didn't count the cost. Or, you had enough bricks to finish it, but she was like, man, I didn't think it was going to be this hard. It's too laborious. This is some laborious work. All right, the scriptures say, hey, now laborious work. Oh, this is too hard for me. You didn't count the cost. You didn't know that's what I'm going to say. You wasn't fully persuaded into what you was getting into.
Verse 29, it says, lest happily, after he had laid the foundation, after he started, he got into something, he says, and is not able to finish it, all that behold it began to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish.
Right.
Yeah.
Mock this man.
Mock this man.
Yeah.
Right. Yahushua said, my will is to finish, because the scripture speaks about if a man turn from his righteousness, none of his righteousness shall be remembered.
That's right.
That's Ezekiel 18, I think. But
I think it's what's that scripture? And it says, "You do not know that he that run a race run it all."
Right.
That's First Peter, right?
Sound like Galatians or
Yeah.
But man, when you run a race, you want to finish the race, man. It says,
Sirach. You want Sirach?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sirach.
All right. Yeah.
This is Sirach 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, set thine heart aright, and constantly endure.
Yeah, so that goes into what we said. You got to count the cost. Counting the cost is preparing your soul for temptation, setting your heart right. That's when you count the cost. You're sitting there like, damn, this is what I got to do. How can I do it? Then you pray the Lord give you the spirit. All right, you pray the Lord give you his spirit to make you endure. Because we just read the Revelations. He said, because you have kept the word of my patience. When you go into that word kept, it means guarded. Bible Shot, can you go into that word and bring it out? Revelation 3:10. But it says, because you have kept the word of my patience, it will keep you from the hour of temptation. So the Lord gonna give you his spirit for you not to take the RFID chip. All right? For you to trust in his name that he'll deliver you and your family if you got one. Or for you to trust in death, if that's what the Lord gonna give you. And what I mean by that is like, hey, if the Lord got you slated to die, but then hey, that's in the scriptures too. It says but in the minds, in the hearts of the unwise, they seem to die. But their hope is in everlasting life. So if that's what the Lord, like He told Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, like they said our power can deliver us, O King. But even if He don't deliver us, we still not gonna serve your idol.
God. And likewise, like a prime example is how Shotman. It was destined for him to die. But he prayed to the Lord to let that cup pass from him. You know? He prayed to the Lord, was like, hey, if it be your will, then let this cup pass from me. And he got no response. So he went back on down, you know? Same way we gotta be with us. Lord, I pray that you deliver me from this. But if you don't, if it's not your will, I brought to God, and so be it. This is my faith, you know. Whatever your will, that's like a number one thing that you should always put in your prayer. Whatever your will is, let it be manifest. You know, that's why you use the word Abba, Father, Ratazah, will. All right, or Ratazaka, your will. All right.
Precept if I can.
Let me read for you.
I got it. This is Job chapter 13, verse 15. It says, though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, but I will remain my own way before him. All right. He is also shall be my salvation, for a hypocrite shall not come before him. Right? This is Job talking about the Lord, man. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. You know? And what's the slay? The hell that the Lord put Job through. The hell that he put us through. You know? And what is it says in Romans, well, what shall separate us from the love of Yahweh? You can get that.
Yeah.
You know? What shall separate us, man? What trials, tribulation, famine, you know? And then you see it named all bad things, you know?
Those are particular excuses that separated other,
that will separate you from somebody. I mean, just think about it. If I was with you and all I get with you is trials and tribulation, I'm like, man, fuck this guy. Shit. Every time I get with him, it's always some bad stuff happening. You know? But when it comes to the Lord, is that what's going to separate you from the Lord? Trials and tribulations? Go ahead, you got it.
No, come on. It says, this is Romans 8:31. It says, I'm going to start at 30. It says, moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. And whom he called, them he also justified. And whom he justified, them he also glorified. And that's talking about the elect. All right? Because verse 31, it says, what shall we say, Slakia, what shall we then say to these things? If the Most High be for us, who can be against us? He that spared not his own.
That's so beautiful right there. The Most High be for us, who can be against us?
Yeah.
That's so heavy right there. Like, even though you got the Almighty Lord, He's for us, but you got scoffers and scorners thinking, but we can overthrow you.
Right.
Like, what? Come on, we got the. That's why it says in the book of Acts, the 5th chapter, it said, if this be of the Lord, who can overthrow you?
Exactly.
You find yourself happily fighting against the Lord. You know?
Or like Psalm, I think it's 129, correct me if I'm wrong, but one of the Psalms, it says, if the Lord build not the house, they build it in vain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the Lord keep not the city,
watch it in vain. Yeah.
They say, except the Lord built it, they labor in vain.
Yeah. So if it's of the Lord's work, it's gonna flourish, man. There's nothing you can do about it. You know, just like what in Romans it says, what you can do nothing against the truth before the truth.
Right.
You know. Go ahead.
So I was gonna say, when the Lord was delivered to Pontius Pilate, but I said his name right, Pontius Pilate. It was like you know,
I had the life of death here. Huh?
Yeah, he didn't answer. He said something, and the Lord just didn't answer. He was like, you know who I am? Do you know that I have the power of life and death?
Oh, he answered him. He said, he said, no, that like Father. Yeah.
That was his response.
That was his response because he said because Pilate tried to like, you know, like, bro, you know, I got power over you right now. You better try to look up to me. I'm the one that can save you. You know, and Yahweh said, hey, it's my father. Like he gave him straight for like.
Yeah. I think I don't know if I remember the story correctly. There was something that was said to Yahweh, he didn't answer, and then he was like, "Do you not know that I have the power of life and death in my hand?" And then the Lord was like, If you have the power to slay you, it's my Father that gave you the power.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, if the Lord be with us, then who could be against us?
Hey,
even if you do kill.
Just like Joel Friend says, it says mortal, something.
I got it.
Also get you get that Shamar, you get Maccabees, Second Maccabees or Antiochus. said, it is not so for a man to think himself above God.
This is Job chapter 4, verse 17. It says, "Shall mortal man be more just than the Most High?"
Right. So your thinking, your ways, which we already read the book of Ecclesiastics. I mean, it's like the book of Ezekiel 33:3. It says what? The good way of my people said, "My ways are unequal." But the Lord, but it says what? The Lord said, "Your ways are unequal, and my ways are equal." Man. So what? We got these mortal men thinking that their way is more equal than the Lord.
Shall a man be more pure than his maker?
Right, you're your maker, man. Like, and it's crazy because Jake is the number one people, especially old motherfuckers, always thinking, "Oh, you young niggas can't tell me. I've been on this earth such and such years. Such and such. You can't tell me nothing about that Bible. You can't tell me nothing about this. You can't tell me nothing about that." So Jake is the number one. Love to throw at that age in their face. All right, well, what are you gonna say to the Lord who created your ass? What you gonna say then? You know?
Nada.
Even some of these nigga women, these niggas out here. Just imagine their child coming up to them saying, "Oh yeah, did you know you're not supposed to do that?" They gonna be first, "Little nigga, I made you. How you gonna tell me what to do?" But yet they're doing the same thing with the Lord.
Yeah.
See, go ahead.
Hypocrisy. You said a hypocrite will not stand in his sight or something to that effect. Romans 8:32. He that spared not his own son, but delivered him up for us all.
Was that in the Job? Did it say something about mortal men?
Yeah, I read that. Want to read it again?
Yeah.
This is Job. It's like Job 4:17. It says, "Shall mortal man be more just than the Most High? Shall a man be more pure than his maker?"
Nah, man. Shall a man be more pure than his maker? Man, the answer is hell no, man. All right.
Hell no.
Hey, what it say in Sirach, the first chapter? It says what? All wisdom coming from the Lord, man.
It is with him forever.
It is with him forever. Now, if you also read in Job, it shows what wisdom cannot come no other way but one way. You know, it only comes one way. And what's that? Fear Yahweh Shah. That's the way you get wisdom, right?
Yep.
So you have this power that has all the wisdom, that has all the understanding, but you don't think your ways. Who gave you the way you thinking? You think your ways is more equal to him? Come on now, man. Be practical. Show me. Go ahead, Kyle.
Romans 8:34. It says, Romans 8:34. It says, "Who is Salakia?" Romans 8:33. "Who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect?" Salakia, bro. Oh, the way my Bible set up, I thought another chapter was starting. Right.
That was actually good, though.
Yeah. It says, "Who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect? It is the Most High that justifies, because He sent His Son to die for the elect's sin." This is Scripture telling you that. It says, "Who is he that condemneth? It is Mashiach that died, rather, that is risen again, who is even at the right hand of the Most High, who also make an intercession for us. Who shall separate us from the love of Mashiach? Shall tribulation, aka hell?" We read that Psalm 18. King David said, "The sorrows of hell compass me about." Right. So meaning he was what? He was in a bad, horrible situation. The title was called "It's Gonna Get Worse Before It Gets Better." Right. It says, "Shall tribulation or distress," that's hell, "or persecution," hell, "or famine," hell, "or nakedness," hell, "or peril," hell, "or sword," hell. Those all negative situations you don't want to be in. Right. It says, "As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long." So for the Lord's sake, we in hell all the day long. He was in hell. Yahushua he wasn't ruling when he came on earth. All right, they was basically a province, a Roman province. His Judah, the southern kingdom, was basically a province of Rome. So basically, they was tributaries, man. So basically, our Lord was in slavery.
Yeah.
It was one of those slaveries like this, man. Yeah, you can live and work, but then you can pay your taxes. You follow our laws. But it says, "As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter." And that goes back into what? Yahweh Shai said, what? Behold, I send you forth as sheep amongst wolves. All right? Be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. So, shit. Oh, you still on that slot too?
Yeah.
Huh.
You get it?
Yeah, and then it's the one in Second Ezra which says Israel's portion. You know what I'm talking about?
So,
Yep. And then that leads into it's a couple. The righteous shall suffer straight things and see the wide.
yeah, that's 7 too.
Yeah.
7,
I guess it's Maccabees.
Kind.
This is you want to read that one?
No, you had called for that.
This is Maccabees chapter 9, second Maccabees, chapter 9, verse. I'm gonna start from 18. Yeah, I'm gonna start from 18. It says, "But for all this pain would not cease, for the judgment." No, it's like I'm gonna start from 15. 11 is coming.
Oh, Antiochus?
Yeah, Antiochus. Verse 11, it says, "Here therefore, being plagued, he began to leave off his great pride, and to come into the knowledge of himself by the scorns of Yahweh, and his pains increased every moment. And when he himself could not abide his own smell, he said these words, It is meet to be subject unto Yahweh."
And that means under the authority of.
Con. It says, and that a man that is mortal should not proudly think himself if he were God. And this is coming from an Edomite. It says this wicked person, the scripture even said this wicked person vowed also unto the Lord. So just imagine Trump saying something like this.
If he got healed, he wasn't gonna keep it. Fucking devil. That's why Lord fucked him up.
It says, who now no more will have mercy upon him, saying thus, it says that the holy city to that which he was going to hastily lay and even the ground, and to make a common burial place, he would set at liberty. It said, not well, that was the point right there, where he, it says, a man it is meet that is subject to be under Yahweh, and a man that is mortal should not proudly think himself to be over God. And so even an Edomite knows that being under Yahweh Shah is meet. It is better for you to be up under the Lord than think yourself proud and be God.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Hey, one of them presidents said that, man. He said the knowledge of the scriptures was far better than having a college education.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Theodore Roosevelt.
The Edomite.
Yeah, so yeah, Edomite, again.
He bring the
Hey, I got that for pilot. Who was talking about pilot? I think. Yeah, it was.
One was at 11.
Okay. Well, yeah, 'cause the point. Well, you want to bring just a point out?
Go ahead, 9, really, 9, 10, and 11. Which one is it, 11?
John 10.
19.
Also, read your real quick.
This is Matthew's 10 and 35. It says, "For I am come not to set a man at variance against his father." Slakia, that's not the one. My bad. 34. Matthew 10 and 34. He said, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." So basically what the Lord came to do is to start the sifting. That's the sifting process. Division. I mean, not division, but basically, division. You know what I'm saying?
And really, it went around because that division was then, in the ancient times, it was division. All right, and then when Esau came in power and took over America, it was still that division because he separated from us. He had segregation. All right, so that was really righteous, but he just was, beating our ass, then you had that bullshit togetherness shit, which is kind of like now, but that division is coming right back around.
Right.
The time of ancients is here now, man.
Right. What the Lord came to do, he came to bring the true gospel You know, the true gospel. You know, and the only ones that's gonna adhere to it is the elect. You know, they're gonna hear the voice of the Lord. What do you say? That my sheep hear my voice. You know, and wherever I go, they go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They should follow.
Yeah.
You know.
It says I will the land whether so he goes.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
You know. So basically, you know, the Lord came to draw the line in the sand, man. Them who with Him gonna be with Him. You know what I'm saying? And them who ain't gonna be with Him, hey man, you set for destruction. You know what I'm saying? It was already written in the scriptures, man. Okay, and that's basically it on that. You know.
All right. Just that point. One of the brothers brought up.
He said, my bad. Unless you got something, you know.
No, you got it. Hey. No, my dog got it.
35. He says, "For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and it's like it. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father."
That means against.
Yep, against.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "And the daughter against the mother,
Mm-hmm.
and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law,
Mm-hmm.
and a man's foes shall be they of his own household."
And that ultimate division is,
Yep.
going back to what the brother was saying, the true believers and who not a true believer. And when you come to serve the Lord, going back to the Sabbath, prepare thy heart for temptation. Hey, temptation's gonna come from what? Your mothers, your father, your family, friends, your woman. There's gonna be different things pulling at you.
Yep.
All right, different things pulling at you because why? You living your life according to the way that the Lord said live, and you got everybody else that what live wickedly. What we go back to the Timothy's all day that will live godly and Yahweh Shai shall suffer persecution because everybody else don't want to live godly. To live godly means you gotta be subject. You gotta be subject. Yep, and that means subject means under the authority of, and disciple leading to discipline. And so disciple means follower. If you're a disciple, you're a follower of the Lord, of Yahweh Shai, who calls Jesus. The root word disciple goes into discipline. Well, you know what people used to say, the little verses, what would Jesus do? So when you in your everyday situations, is you living like that? And what would the Lord do? How would he handle this?
Precept.
The reason, but because of that is because your foes of your household is also coming against you. But the main person also is being against you is your own flesh, man. Your own body is one of the worst enemies. All right, you know.
Right, because
that's.
So no, go ahead, brother. Finish what you're saying.
I was just gonna say, you know, that's the person who's really gonna,
you
know, who's always gonna be around. See, your parents, you can distance from them.
Yeah.
Your grandparents, all your family, you can distance yourself from them. But guess what? You can't separate your spirit and your body. So you know that person's always gonna be there, trying constantly, fucking with you. You know, damn, I really don't feel like studying, man. Shit, I just bought this new game, man. I just got this new chick, man. I want to go talk to her, man. Or I got this, whatever, man. So your flesh is gonna constantly keep going back and forth with your spirit, man. Hey.
And you know what? And a lot of times, how that happens, like what I was saying, it comes to your family. A lot of the times, your family like, hey, we having a barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Such and such gonna be there. Or we having a birthday party. We having a picnic or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it might conflict with your time with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got to serve the Lord, man. I can't go to the picnic. I got to do a video, because you got spare time. This is your only spare time. So what comes first, your family or the Lord? Mainly, the Lord comes first, not your family, man.
Hey, whenever this is your personal testimony, whenever whenever it comes to camp, doing a sit down, doing a video, doing something to the Lord, and I always try to think of an excuse to not do it. I always remember I think it's either Matthew, Luke, John, one of them, where it says where he was buying people to the supper and they was all making excuses. Yeah. That's my number one scripture I use to cut myself. I don't want to be one of them people that made an excuse.
This is John 15:1. It's like you're not John 15:1. 15 and this is John 15:18. He says, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world, and that's basically your family too, because your family, they gonna hate you, you know what I'm saying, because of what you represent, man, which is the truth. A lot of people don't like to hear the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just simple as that, and that's that separation, you know what I'm saying, for the men of the Lord that's, out here, man, in the highways and the byways, the true men of the Lord that's seeking the Lord in truth and sincerity. You know what I'm saying? They're going to serve the Lord in truth, man. And they're going to tell the truth no matter what. And people don't want to hear that. Bottom line. But you got to get your mind and your spirit prepared for that. Okay? And that's what the Lord was doing right here, trying to get your mind prepared for that. He said, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world would love his own. Right, because if you know what I'm saying, doing the same things that they're doing, the same wicked shit that they're doing, you know what I'm saying, hey, they're going to love you. Simple as that. He says, but because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world would hate you.
Yep.
As simple as that. Go ahead, brother.
This is Luke chapter 21, verse 16. It says, and ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And kinfolk and friends.
Matter of fact, Salakia, can you go up a little bit?
Kind of say, kind of start off with when this is delivery. It says, Luke 21:12. It says, but before all these, talking about the plagues of the world, it says, before all these, they shall lay their hands on you. And persecute you. And persecute means to pursue. After you. All right, it says, and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues, to the prisons, being brought for kings and rulers for my name's sake, like Yahushua was. All right.
Yeah, that's right. Come.
All right, it says, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate therefore what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth. Pontius Pilate said something to Yahushua. Yahushua didn't even give him an answer. Right. He said, "Who is who? Do you know who I am? Not to answer me? No."
He did give an answer.
He said, I got power. I got power to give you life or death in so many words.
Yeah, it came back around.
And then Yahushua said.
No, he asked.
He brought it back up.
Yeah, I'm brought it back. Yeah.
Because
you said the same thing. He ain't give him an answer. Now we got to prove it.
Yeah. Because he didn't answer him.
At one point.
He asked because they said, what? I see no fault in this man. And then they said, we have our own laws that he said he's the Son of God.
Yep.
All right. I think it's John 19. And he was like, but in this verse working, Luke 21:14, it said, settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate therefore what you shall answer. All right, so don't be thinking, okay, when I get up there, I'm gonna say it like a nigga. All right, well, the nigga, oh man, as soon as he come up, I'm our niggas, you know. It said, you got it?
Yeah, I got it. It's John 19 and verse 9. He said it. And when 8, he said, and Pilate therefore heard that saying, he was the more afraid, and went again unto the judgment hall, and said unto Yahushua, where art thou? But Yahushua gave him no answer. Then said Pilate unto him, speakest thou not unto me? Knowest thou not that I have power to crucify thee, and have power to release thee? Verse 11, Yahushua answered, thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above. Therefore, he that delivereth me unto thee has the greater sin.
Which was our people.
Right.
The Israelites.
But yeah, it was Gentiles.
And you know what?
Jake.
It was Jake.
Yeah.
No, it was Jake. They was the Jews.
They was, I mean, but Israelite, but what you said, I can understand because all Israel ain't Israel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the true Israelites is the royal priesthood, basically.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But but it was Jake, man, that delivered it up, delivered him up.
Because it says also because they're gonna deliver us. Like you were saying earlier about our families, man. Our families are gonna be the ones that tell when the cross come, we're gonna tell them and get that. It's in Matthew. Okay, and because our people are gonna deliver us up, man. When them streets come, our people know that when we go out and teach, they're gonna say, hey, man, I think you're looking for my uncle or my brother. He goes out and he's one of those Israelites. Our own people gonna deliver us up, man.
You know, it's so crazy.
And that's the point. So like, I just wanted to say real quick, hold on, Slakia. I just want to say that's why you got to know what you get yourself into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being in this truth, man. This truth is, it's so profound, man, to a lot of people, man. It's going to come to a time, man, and that's going to be part of that sifting. You know what I'm saying? That great sifting. See, people don't realize when the Lord came on the scene, you know what I'm saying? That's when the sifting begins. That's why he said, think not that I come to send peace on earth. You know what I'm saying? But he came with the sword. That was the beginning of the sifting. The beginning of the sifting to call out to the elect and separate, the elect from the wicked. It's just simple as that. Go ahead, brother. Say what you got to say.
I was just gonna say, we see it on social media. Jake telling on their family members if they committed a crime. And he recording, right?
See, all of that's part of it. Yep.
And then the person cousin with it, they'll post it up like, oh yeah, that's my cousin, still robbing people, still such and such, say his whole name on the page. That video might have like 100,000 views. You just put your family member in persecution to the Romans, man.
I just thought about that. Like, as soon as your brother said that, I thought about because Esau's a crafty devil, and if you don't tell me where he is, I give 100 years to life. Oh shit, he be over on the corner where you'll see him at 3 o'clock.
But only difference is that though is them niggas deserve what they get. Us, we out just teaching the word, bro. So that reflects that we're as like Yahushua. Yahushua got persecuted for what? He bear the sins of our people, man, and they still persecute him.
And what did he say? He said the world was going to hate me because
what?
Right. Because what? Because he prophesied against the evils against it. He spoke against the evils of the world, man.
Right.
Against it, man.
Yeah.
He was actually rebuking them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's why they hated him. That's why they killed him, man. And that's the same thing that's going to happen to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we be the men of the Lord, if you're a man, hey, people hate you, man. Because why? Because you're a representative of the truth. People hate the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? They can't handle it, man. A lot of people, that's why a lot of people be in denial, even within their own self, man, about certain things, man. You know? People hate the truth, they can't handle it, man. It cuts. That's why he used the analogy, I come with the sword.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because what did the sword do? It cuts.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Only the elect gonna allow the sword to cut, man. Because the elect gonna do what? They hate this place, man. And they don't want to be wicked. They don't want to be evil, man. They want to be corrected. That's right. The elect want to be corrected, man. They want to be cleansed from wickedness, man. They want to be healed. You know? So they're going to accept it, man.
We got something real quick.
Yep.
This is 1 Corinthians 4:9. Yahushua, like I said, man, he was that sacrificial lamb, man. All right, this is 1 Corinthians 4:9. He said, for I think that the power has set forth us, the apostles last, as it were appointed to death. All right, so like you said earlier, brother, count up the cost. Okay, because when you come into this thing, man, know that, hey, all brothers not going to be delivered, man. Some of us going to be, brothers going to be persecuted. Some will be put to death. Some going to go into concentration camps. All right, so it's you have to take all of this in consideration. You know, go ahead.
Yeah. But because those deaths, don't get it twisted. That death might be your deliverance.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the Lord said what?
You're gonna be
said,
raised back up.
Right. He said, "Be faithful unto death,
right?
and I will give thee a crown of life."
That's right.
So, hey, the Lord, hey, you might not even go through the said troubles.
Hey,
you might just
go ahead.
You might just heart attack out.
Yeah.
You might just crack.
Right.
You know.
Hey, and you know what? And you can take this is such thing of taking death from somebody. He might put you to death, but you just took the power from him by accepting. You can't. I watch a lot of period pieces, man, and you can watch some. That's why I was Spartacus. Some of those guys, man, were honorable, man. They say, hey, man, even the Spartans, man, they was like, hey, you know, us Spartans call this a you know, it's an honorable thing to die for your cause. What you doing? You're a soldier and you're fighting for a cause, and it's an honorable thing. That's how we have to look at this. It's honorable for us, hey man. Hey, matter of fact,
I gotta
go ahead, brother.
To back you up. This is 1 Thessalonians 4:16. He says, "For the Lord Himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahweh, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first."
So the dead in the Lord. That's another scripture which says their works do follow them. So if you died in the Lord, meaning, hey, you know, then the things you did in His name and righteousness is going to be remembered because you died doing them, you know.
And it's more to it. He says, "Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord.
Right.
Wherefore, comfort one another with these words."
That's why. I'm saying that's why the title of the video is "It's gonna get worse before it gets better." To prepare yourself that look, it's a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, like look, it's one thing to the Lord said, "Look, I already told you. I already told you these things. I already declared them to you." So I got, if I can read this real quick. No, you can bring out what you got, and then I'll bring out this. You still got the 3 and 10 revelation. Then that word kept.
You want the word kept or the word keep?
Because you have kept the word of my patience. Yeah. I want kept.
It says I will keep.
You get both, but I'll kept though.
All right. Kept.
No, you can read the scripture about the shot.
Okay, come. Sorry. Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth."
So all the inhabitants of the earth are going to be tried. That hour of temptation, that mark of the beast, that RFID chip. Is you going to trust in the Lord, or you going to trust so-called white man? All right? But hey, the Lord said what? First you got to draw to Him. Then he'll draw to you. It says you got to keep the word of His patience. The word patience means suffering. So the Lord brought us in this thing to prove us. All right? He proved Yahushua. Back to the Hebrews 12. Could you hold that, brother? Hebrews 12 and 6. Or somewhere along those lines, the Lord chastened every son who he received. So if we expect that we want to be received of the Lord, then we gotta endure that chastening.
That's right.
Can you go into that word kept?
Word kept means to attend carefully, take care of, to guard.
So you gotta guard this word. You can't be letting people mishandle the word and abuse the word. We're supposed to be contenders for the faith. So when we deal with this knowledge and wisdom of the Lord, we deal with it like it's of the utmost importance. All right, it's handle with care. All right, fragile. You know, you got the shipments that say fragile on there. That means that hey, watch what you're doing with this here. You got some more on that?
And to back you up on that word fragile, it's also posted real in big bold red letters too. In fact, those packages I got put in the front seat, commanded by my boss. He said all fragile packages put in the front seat.
Yeah.
You know?
How about that? Commanded by your boss.
By my boss. He said he don't even go in the back of the rest of the package.
I believe that word kept is in the Greek, right?
Yeah.
The same thing you would do with your own groceries. Like
Yeah,
if
the
the
bread and the eggs.
the bread and the eggs are sitting in the front seat or somewhere where it ain't gonna crack and break or
On
smash.
top of everything.
Yep. Fragile. Right?
Delicates. In the Hebrew, it's that word shamar. Shamar means to keep guard,
Guard.
edge,
Yep.
protect. Precious, basically. It's precious.
You got some more on that word?
Basically observe, to reserve, to undergo something.
Right,
That's
okay.
basically what you keep watch, and the word keep.
Oh, that's the next word. It says that because we kept the word of the Lord's patience. We attended to his word carefully, guarded ourselves, observed our steps to, walk in his word properly. Because we did that to the best of our ability. The Lord he gonna keep us. Now it's the same word.
Same word.
Same word. So now the Lord gonna guard us and attend to us carefully. You draw to him, he draw to you. So that way, the Lord will be our strong tower when we in that trouble.
Come.
You said you had precept. You said you had one, right?
I got one for you.
Oh, the Hebrews 12.
Yeah, come.
And then the brother talked about that.
This is Hebrews.
Oh, that's the point. Yep.
Hebrews 12:6. It says, "For whom the Lord loveth, he chastiseth, and scourge every son whom he receives."
So you getting beat. It said chastise and it said scourge.
Yep.
You read the next verse?
So the chastisement is gonna come in different ways.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna have the same chastisement. The this brother was like, oh man, damn, this brother having multiple women, man. This brother always gets good. Hey, he might have something else that he was dealing with. But this brother like, hey man, this brother always get a job. I was like, man, you quit a job, you get a job the next day. But guess what? That brother might be going through something at home. Different brothers gonna go through different things, his own different chastisement. Yeah. So you can't compare your chastisement with another brother's.
That's right.
Corinthians say, prepare themselves by themselves.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing to rejoice in, because that's why he says, "For whom the Lord loveth, he chastises." So if you're going through hell and you getting chastised for your errors, your mistakes, hey man, that's something to rejoice in, man. Praise the Lord, man, because hey, the Lord ain't got to chastise you, man. You can just be out here living life, deliciously like Esau. You know what I'm saying? You can be out here enjoying life, man, and no chastisement coming your way. And you got some two-thirds of our people, some of them, they living deliciously, man. And some of the 2/3 is going through hell, you know what I'm saying? But they not being chastised by the Lord.
Right. Then also, just to add real quick, Scripture also says, suffer not as an evildoer.
Yep.
So don't be out there just doing all willy-nilly shit. And
right.
You get in trouble. Oh, get your hell out. Get your hell out. Right. No, right. The Lord says, suffer not as an evildoer.
That's right.
So here it is. If you got fired from your job, but you were stealing, then you suffered as an evildoer. All right? That was a scourge that you brought on from yourself.
That's right. That's right.
I got a precept what you just said. He was like, the brother just said that we all have different chastisements. This is 1 Timothy chapter 6 and 17. All right, this chastisement could be money, because when you go up in this verse, it says the love of money is the root of all evil. Okay? This is 1 Timothy 6 and 17. Charge them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living power, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. All right. It said, charge them which are rich in this world. You have those brothers that do have money. All right. You have those brothers that got nice cars, they got nice houses. All right. They can afford certain things. They got luxury cars, Jaguars, Mercedes-Benz, but you gotta charge them because that money can be that chastisement, They can be high-minded. That's a scourge, man. That's pride, and that pride brings up destruction, So that's one way that we all got different chastisements.
You that next verse in that Hebrews?
This is Hebrews 12 and 7.
11 and 7.
It's like
12
and 7. This is Hebrews 12 and 7. It says, if ye endure chastising, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons.
Right, so we got to deal with the hell.
Yep.
Because we trying to receive a crown. We trying to receive a crown of glory, a crown of life afterwards. And that's what we want. That's the average human being want what? respect, power, riches,
Things of the flesh.
to be recognized.
The bitches.
All right, the women.
Yep.
All right, you want to be at ease, at peace. You want to be at rest. But ain't no wrong with wanting that. But the Lord set up stipulations for His people, His children, the Israelites, to get that. That's all. That's what it is. Ain't nobody. That's what we saying. Ain't nobody saying you can't do this, that, and the third. Yes, ain't no wrong with having fun and etc. But it's a time and it's a place for everything.
Right. You gotta basically have wisdom.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And dealing and doing these different things. Right. That's why it says that Yahweh dealing with them with Salakia. If you endure chastising, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons. You know what I'm saying? And like you gotta think like, what would you do with your own son? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, when you want him to know exactly what to do and how to handle certain situations and how to deal with certain things. Most High does the same thing for us, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how you out here all ignorant, you know what I'm saying, being stupid and simple. Yeah. That's why we got the scriptures, man. You know,
King Solomon prayed for wisdom, man.
Yep.
And hey, and his life and his downfall was it wasn't too many women. It was just he had heard, so he listened to the women.
And
so every man's life, every man's chastisement is different, man.
Right, Con. And sometimes you gotta get that ass whooping.
Yeah.
For you to learn. I was just talking to my nephew about that earlier today, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the Lord gotta whoop your ass, man. You know what I'm saying? For you to get wisdom, man. For you to get an understanding. You know what I'm saying? Of what's really going on and how to deal with things, man.
God knows I'll be cussing Zephaniah out. Oh, bro, like it's like done something every day. I gotta get into his ass. But hey, that's the same thing with the Lord, you know.
Con.
And it's you know, and you have to be, and like I said, the scripture says balance and everything. Man, because see, what the world considers success, and in the scriptures, it's two totally different things, man. You know, you striving to be successful in a world that's vain. Everything in this world is empty, man. We were just talking about that, man. You was just talking about, okay, once you know, we're talking about women. You know, once they get this 7-figure job and they get that mansion, then what? There's nothing else. I think it was me and you, Kai. It was like, and then what? What's next? It's nothing.
That's
you know, they're going to go so far in this kingdom, bro.
That's why they show you in all these TV shows. I mean, even kids' cartoons. It's like when a bad guy or when somebody evil finally gets what they want, they be all alone and they just be like empty now. Like,
that was you. That's it.
They've been what the bad guy, they wanted to defeat the protagonist for so long.
Right.
And then one episode he finally did it. And then, you know, he everything he wanted he accomplished. It finally came to fruition, but at the end, the bad guy was never happy. You know, the bad guy always like looked back. I'm like, damn, I got everything I wanted, but shit, I don't have nothing else now. I have nothing.
Right.
You know? It's the same thing about these people. Hey, scripture even saying,
it goes right into it to back you up. I don't mean to cut you off.
Scripture say, give destroyed the heart. What's that gift?
Yep.
That prosper and the worldly gifts, like the money and the cars and stuff. Yeah, all right, that's good, but guess what? It's ultimate destruction now.
Right, because it's gonna keep you trying to keep up with the Joneses. Yep. It's gonna keep you off balance. You know what I'm saying? Because you're too busy trying to please everybody around you. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's all vanity, man. You know? This is verse 8. He says, "But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers."
So all the sons of God, the elect, receive that chastisement. All right.
Yep. He says, "Then are ye bastards and not sons."
So the Lord ain't gonna deal with you as a son. Because how do you deal with a son?
Yep.
This is my son. He gonna inherit my possession. Yep. How do you deal with a bastard? This ain't my son. He ain't gonna inherit my possession.
And that's why lions kills the cub that's not there. When they take over a pride.
Yeah.
Those are bastards to them.
Yep.
He said, "Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us, and we gave them reverence."
Yeah, so you respect your
world,
daddy.
Yep.
Here it is, your dad, a whole nigga. Whole nigga.
Yep.
And you respect him, you defer to him.
Yeah.
When he look at you, he still a respectful son. And he a nigga. But when he look at you, he still a respectful son.
Yep.
Not only that, it's the law to respect. It's the law to respect your fleshly father, but it's not the law to respect them.
Right.
Because somebody, these niggas don't respect their
It's gonna go into it.
God. He says, shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? So basically, that's a cut on ITR. You know what I'm saying? Saying that you don't supposed to have spiritual fathers. Well, we do got spiritual fathers, man. The scriptures say so, man. Now, how else you gonna learn, man? How else you supposed to have men over you showing you the right thing, man? You got shepherds over the flock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord, everything was set in the order, man. That's the balance. You know what I'm saying? Without a spiritual father, man, there's no balance. There's no order. Isn't the Heavenly Father a power of order?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have somebody tending to the flock.
Hey, even in the world, man, if you went to high school, you had a respectable basketball coach, you kind of, you had your father at home, but you kind of respected him as kind of a father figure, because he was instructing you right.
That's right.
Anybody that's helping you right, basically deserves that position.
Right. And why would they call? Why is Yahushua called the chief shepherd? If it ain't other shepherds, man.
Right.
Yahushua's the chief shepherd, man. Come on, man.
I guess Samuel just learned the Lord all by himself. I know Samuel didn't know nothing about the Lord.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just learned it all by himself.
Right.
He lied.
What did he say? What did he say when the Lord was calling him? What did he say? Because he ran back to him and said, when he come back, he said, when he called you again, he said, say, here I am, my Lord. Now, how would he know to say that?
Why did he go to Eli in the first place?
Right, because he was the one that was instructing him.
These dudes weak.
You got some more?
Khan, he says, for they verily for a few days chasten us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness. Not, he says, like Slakia. He says, now no chastising for the present seeming to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterwards it yielded the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. Thereby.
Right. So when you're going through it, it ain't fun, but you gotta have your eye on the prize. It says now, no chastening at this moment is joyous, of course, but it yields the peaceable fruit of righteousness. So it's going to lead you to the kingdom of heaven. It's going to lead you to being a son of the Most High. And we know what the scriptures promise those that love Him.
That's the idea.
That's the whole point right there.
That's why people cannot handle the truth because they're not strong. They're not mentally, and then we all know mind over matter. It's better to be mentally strong than physically strong. People are not strong; they're weak.
Yeah, they're not instructed. See, we're instructed in what to do, man, and that's a different thing. And bro, that's crazy because everybody deals with instructions in some type of part of their life. If you go buy a flat screen TV and you got to put the stand on it or whatever, because you don't put that stand on it, it ain't gonna sit right. What you gonna do? Prop it up against the wall in the corner? You got wicked instructions. You got to go by the instructions that come in that manual. You can't do it. You can't just because you'll walk in somebody's house and see the TV propped up in the corner. Like, damn, what's wrong with your TV?
A nigga, it says that our people are wise to do evil. They follow instructions, but they won't follow instruction that profit them. They follow wicked instruction. They roll the blunt. They break the swisher down. They empty the glass. They break the. That's instruction. They don't want to be mentally strong, man. It takes a certain kind of man. The Lord has to endow you with the knowledge to want to do right, and that builds upon your strength. Because what? If fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, man.
That's right.
We talked about the chastisement. This is my own personal testimony. It was one when I was about 14, 15. I wanted to go out skating, because I think, matter of fact, Walker was smart. He actually was going to be at the skating rink. There was a lot of people that I knew, and I knew the girls were going to be there. And Dad said I couldn't go, So, he let me in on, you can't go, that's nigga shit, something like that. So I was actually feeling some type of way. I'm like, damn, I want to go and everything. Come to find out, after that weekend, the place got shot up.
Yeah, he went to jail too.
And
No, that's like it.
Yeah, he went to jail, and the place got shot up. And actually, the person I knew who got shot.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, yeah, dad cussed me out. Yeah, he let me have it about letting me not going. But guess what? He could have also saved my life. So that chastisement, is it really worth like, well, damn, okay, if I would have went, I could have fucking died. So which one seems more, which one would you rather go through? Getting fucking put to death or you just getting cussed out? I think the Lord feels like, all right, well, no, I'm not giving you that woman. He's like, what, Lord, but no, you're not getting her, or no, you're not getting that job, or no, I'm not getting you this car. Because he might be saved, just like Elder Demar said, because he might be saving you for something that's going to happen in the long run. You might get that car, it might fall off the truth. Now, was the car worth it? You might get that woman that might fall off the truth. Was the car worth it? I mean, was the woman worth it?
He also said you gotta thank the Lord for things you don't even know.
Right.
He said you can't feel your white blood cells fighting off infection.
That's right.
He was like, you gotta thank the Lord for AIDS.
Right.
Because when you get a fever, what's that? Your body is shutting down to what? To fight off infection. That's why you feel tired and fatigued.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to get this one scripture.
You still holding this?
This is Job chapter 5, verse 15. It says, "But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So the poor have hope, and the iniquity stoppeth her mouth." All right, and we are the poor. All right, the Israelites are poor. We have no power. All right. It says, "Behold, happy is the man whom Yahweh corrected."
What do you mean that again?
Job 5:17.
That's beautiful, man.
Job 5:17 says, "Behold, happy is the man whom Yahweh corrected. Therefore, despise not thou the chastising of the Almighty."
God, yeah.
It says, "For he maketh sore and bindeth up." All right, so Deuteronomy, all right, it said, I the Lord do all these things. I wounded and I heal. I kill and I make alive. So the Lord, he wound, he might afflict you and it might hurt for a long time, but he also bindeth up. That's why when the Lamentation said the Lord has an enemy to us.
And
He fucked this up so bad.
And Salakia, brother, that's such a beautiful point. What you just read, man, what you just said, man, that's a beautiful point because the Lord, he got control over everything, man.
Yeah.
He got control over you living or dying. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole point of why we should be rejoicing, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, man, look at all the shit you done been through, all the situations you done escaped. You know what I'm saying? But here it is, the Heavenly Father, man, have mercy on you, man. You know what I'm saying? To bring you up to this point, man, where you actually, you know what I'm saying, teaching. You know what I'm saying? You could have been dead in the damn streets, man.
Yeah.
Even in the truth. You know what I'm saying? It might have been a situation where, like, you was just right there in that area, and then like maybe like 5 minutes later they started shooting after you left.
I can testify that actually happened, bro. I've actually been in situations, bro, and looked around and motherfuckers got shot up, and I'm like, damn, that's before I was even in the truth, man. I would be like, and it would happen a lot, and I would think back. Now I'm in the truth. I think back like, man. I was looking out for me then, man. I actually walked out of a spot one time. I walked out of a spot and went across the street, jumped in my car and started. Me and my band was putting the radio in, man. And all we heard, doom, police. And they raided the crib. We looked back like, we was just in that moment. They raided to get him out of jail, bro. We was like, and we was putting the radio in, man. And the people that was going to jail was looking over us like, we was just like, damn. We didn't say shit. We just see. We just walked out. And
that can be them faith boosters, man.
It is, bro.
That's a faith booster, man.
Salakia, I ain't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no, go ahead, bro.
It is interesting, man, because he said before he make a sword, or when he chastises. He said, and he bindeth up when he chastises. I'm pretty sure we all can account for when the Lord chastises. And then after we get through it, we find out why he chastised us,
I can think about when your parents whoop your ass about something. They'll whoop your ass and you feel bad about doing it. But then after you had that good ass cry, you get like, damn, man, I fucked up. You feel bad about you did that. But
precept,
it makes you feel good because I deserve that.
Yeah.
But you feel good. I mean, I ain't doing that shit no more, man. I embarrassed my parents and I did that. I was fucked up, man. Because it's a good and a bad, man. Like if you break your leg, it hurts to break your leg.
Yeah.
But guess what? When you go to that doctor, it hurts also to set that bone back. but that bone setting that bone back is a good thing. You know, so it's both. It's man. Go ahead. I keep
That's the last one that says, "You make a sword and bind it up. He wounded his hands be whole." All right. So he, even though he didn't give this chastisement and feel bad, when he heal you, all right, it's gonna feel a lot better.
Yeah.
But it's gonna get a lot worse before you get better. But the message is keep going through it. You know, because it's probably going to.
Right, Con, if I may add on, because when you go through that shit, what I'm saying, and the Lord bring you through it, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have the wisdom of why He brought you through it. That's why what the I just said, it's gonna get better later. It's gonna get better because you're gonna be like, damn, now I understand. Because at first you ain't gonna have that understanding until you go through the process and you get through it. You be like, damn, yeah, it's gonna be much more rewarding. You know what I'm saying? You got some more? You got something?
Go ahead, bro, because I'm gonna make sure I'm on point.
This is Psalms 33:18. He said, "Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear Him, upon them that hope in His mercy." He says to deliver their soul from death, and basically, the Lord, He gonna send you to do certain things. He gonna chastise you, man. You know what I'm saying? To show you, man, the correct way, man. But in order for that to happen, you gotta have that fear of the Lord, and that's the beginning of the wisdom. Yeah. He said to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in the famine. So basically, and it goes back to He should deliver you, in an hour of temptation. You know what I'm saying? For all these people out here, they're gonna be tempted, man. They're gonna be hungry and shit. They gonna know about the mark of the beast, because the mark of the beast is out there, man. GMS preach it heavy. You know what I'm saying? And some of these churches know too. You know what I'm saying? And all these people out here, man, they're gonna be out here suffering, going through what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord gonna keep you from that, man. He gonna feed you, man, that time, man. That's how He gonna keep you from it. But that's only for them who got the faith.
Right.
So that's it on that. I got.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, yeah, I got it. Matthew chapter 5, when we started at 10. It says, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven."
Bam.
Woo!
Self-explanatory.
Yeah, God.
Blessed are them who going to suffer through the afflictions, man. Whether if you have a shaft put on, you chastised, or rather if it's things you going through in this world, man. This present time and the time that's to come, man. When our people gonna be trying to deliver us up into captivity, man. Concentration camps and whatnot. Hey, blessed are them who's going to endure, man. Hey, matter of fact, I'm going to that word persecute.
Hey, while you're doing that'll be the time to get that second measures. The righteous shall see suffer straight things and see the wise.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good.
This to persecute in the Strong's definition. It says to run or flee, put to flight, drive away. I'm gonna get to the part that stuck out to me, man. This is the third definition, man. It says in any way, whatever, to harass, trouble, molest one, to persecute.
In any way, whatever, just the trouble.
Any way they can, just the
What do
trouble.
you say? Any way possible.
It says in any way, whatever.
Anyway, whatever they can do to trouble you, they're gonna do it. Scorning,
You should be trouble on all sides.
Yeah.
any way, whatever, to trouble you.
Come on, bro. It says to persecute, to be
Let us imagine devices against them.
That's about it. Whatever we
So like,
can.
go ahead.
It's like you can
that's
imagine.
righteous. That's the right script.
You can just imagine, what kind of devices? Whatever we can do.
Right, they said he sit in his bed, he imagined things.
Yeah, you imagine,
man, like
If it's against
he
them,
practiced it because it's power, bro.
against them, do it.
Like, come on, man.
I could put pork and beef.
Bro, I was just look, bro. I was just saying to myself how wicked football is, bro. Because they literally touching a pig's skin
a dead pig, bro.
Man,
That's how you know, bro. Esau set it up, bro, where you can't be healthy in this place, man.
or you catch the ball right up under the groin of another man.
Oh, y'all got tights on.
Like they actually touch ass. Like they actually, I'm like,
We'll be a shotgun every play. Fuck you.
That ball could actually be cow leather, man. It ain't have to be fucking peas.
He say, he back here with it. Huh? Okay, man, I'm gonna keep reading this definition. It says, to be mistreated, suffer persecution on the account of something. Who is suffering? Oh, wait, it goes on. It says, without the idea of hostility to run after, follow after someone. So we suffering the persecution on the account of something. What is that something, man? It's Yahweh, Yahweh, man.
Right, and that something is the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's because of the truth, man. These people, they hate the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth cuts them. You know what I'm saying? It cuts them to the heart. You know, and that's the whole bottom line, man. This truth cuts all of these Christians in these churches and all these heathens, man. They don't want to hear this, man. The scriptures say that the Lord's name is dreadful to the heathen. And that includes the 2/3 of our people, man. The 2/3 of Israel is dreadful to them too, man. Because with this truth, man, you gotta come correct, man. You gotta come to the Lord. What did the Lord say? He said, "I draw all men unto me." You gotta come to the Lord, man, for salvation, man. Where He said, and on the book of John 10:1, He said, "A thief and a robber, you know what I'm saying, try to creep in some other kind of way. You can't creep in no other kind of way, man. You got to go in through the straits, man. Simple as that. And these people, they don't want to go in through the straits. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to go in through the difficulties, man. They don't want to suffer for the Lord, man. You know, they want their cake and eat it too, man. You know, our people, they don't want to suffer persecution. Only the true men of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, going to suffer the persecution, man, because they got the understanding of what it takes, man, to get through it. But these,
I got one for you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It says, blessed are ye,
Uh-huh.
and men shall revile you
Yep.
and persecute you,
Right.
and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
Right.
So,
Right. And they're going to do that because, you know, they did that to the Lord. You know, when He was here on the scene.
Yeah.
When He was here on the scene, what you got the Pharisees and the scribes, man. They were saying that He was the devil. They was calling Him Beelzebub, you know. Because why? Because He was prophesying against the evils of this place, man. And these niggas was hypocrites, man. They was wicked, man. They sat up there and taught the law, but didn't keep the law. You know?
really, but they call him the Lord Beelzebub, man. They was calling him a heretic because
Right.
flies is irritating, bro.
Yeah.
They was calling him the Lord of Flies, like you irritating as fuck.
Right.
That's what
And,
they said to the Lord, man.
right. And they was irritating. He was irritating them because He was cutting them. He was cutting them, you know what I'm saying, from the words of Yahweh, man.
That's what they said.
Yeah, you know.
They delivered the prophet's father. They said, "Wait, I can find no fault with this man." They said, "Well, he has broken laws, our laws."
Yeah.
He called Himself the Son of God, and He was.
Yep.
So that just proves that they were some wicked niggas.
Hey, somebody grab that Matthew 7:13, Bible Kushai, real quick. 7:13. Matthew 7:13. Bible Kushai. Go ahead, finish what you're reading, bro.
I get celebration.
Uh-huh.
I just pray.
No.
Matthew 5:12.
Mhm.
Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
Right. And they persecuted them because why? Because they was doing the same thing, man. They was bringing forth the words of Yahweh. They was bringing the message, you know what I'm saying, to them, man, to the Israelites. Mainly, you know what I'm saying? That's why the scriptures say that the judgment is going to start with the house of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Because this is for Israel, for the 12 tribes of Israel, for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man.
Right.
You know, that's why judgment going to start with you first, man. You know, it ain't going to start with the heathen. The heathen wasn't given the law, statutes, and commandments. They wasn't given the covenants. It was given to you, man.
What he say? He said,
Yep.
on all the families of the earth, I shall punish you.
That's right.
Your iniquity. And then this nigga
Yep.
put it on a fucking song, and God knows how many niggas heard that song.
Yeah, come.
And they still ain't fucking, man, they still
Yeah.
fucking know.
Yeah.
They actually said it on a fucking rap song. On his album, Damn, it was a recording. It was a pre-recording before the song started. He said, because he actually quoted Amos. He said, because all the families of the earth, I've known you, therefore I will punish you for your iniquity. And he said it on the song, and then he proceeded to start rapping, but these niggas can't get it because why? The Lord have not given you the heart to perceive. The Lord has not given it to you.
Right, and that heart is so much your mind, man.
Yeah.
You know, because he's blinded. You know what I'm saying? 2/3 of our people.
Yeah. To blind to what? To this Matthew 7:13.
Go ahead, brother. Read it.
This is Matthew 7:13.
Mhm.
Enter ye in at the straight gate.
Right, and you people think it's like literally like just a straight road. You Christians, man, mainly in these churches, man. It is and it ain't. It's more to it than that. Go ahead, brother.
It says, for wide is the gate,
Well, wide is the gate. Go ahead.
and broad is the way that leadeth into destruction.
Right, and that broad is talking about the world, man. And you don't even realize that you plugged into the system. You know what I'm saying? When you go into these harder houses, these churches, man, these churches is plugged into this system, man. They what's the word I'm looking for? They engrafted in, man. You know what I'm saying? They into this beast system. And so are you. If you go into any kind of church, whether it be Catholic, Baptist, Methodist, Lutheran, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or shit, Allah, you know what I'm saying? Islam,
That shit ain't hold the word.
Buddhism, all of that is all false doctrines, man.
Yeah.
And it's part of this beast system.
Yeah.
That's why it's in the Constitution. Freedom of religion. You know what I'm saying? That freedom of religion is part of this beast system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We coming with the truth. You know what I'm saying? The Lord got us preaching the truth to you, man. Could you start it again, Baba Kushah, at the top of that?
There you go. It says Matthew 7:13.
Mhm.
Enter ye in at the straight gate.
The straight gate, man, is difficulties, man. And a lot of you people ain't gonna be able to enter into the straights. Matter of fact, it's another one that y'all can pull it up, Baba Kushah. The Lord actually said they're not gonna be able to come into the straights. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna be able to handle it, man, because it's difficulties, man. It's the persecution. Yeah, I think it's in Luke. It's in Luke. They're not gonna be able to handle, you know what I'm saying, the persecutions, man, that come with being in the truth. You see what I'm saying? And part of that is your family hating you. You know what I'm saying? Your family forsaking you. Your friends forsaking you. Not being able to get a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because she think you crazy. You know, because you proclaiming the truth. You professing Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? That's the difficulties, man. Okay? We representatives of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And people ain't ready to hear the truth, man. But they gonna hear it any damn way, man. We gonna keep preaching, man. We gonna keep doing it, man. Go ahead, Brother Reed.
Enter ye in at the straight gate.
Uh-huh.
Wide is the gate.
For wide is the gate. That's talking about the world. Go ahead.
And broad is the way.
And broad is the way. Go ahead.
And leadeth into destruction.
And that lead into the destruction. And that's this beast system. You know what I'm saying? This beast system is going to lead a lot of you people into destruction. Because Christianity, what does it do? It gives you justification to be wicked, man. It gives you a license to sin. You know what I'm saying? And that's the big deception. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you people are caught up in. You're caught up into the deception of the world, man. You know what I'm saying? You caught up into all of this bullshit that do with thy will spirit, man. You know, to each his own spirit, man. You caught up into all that bullshit, man, that the philosophies of this world is in, man. You're drunk. You're drunk off of Babylon juice. You got that, brother? And Luke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Luke chapter 13, verse 24. It says, strive to enter into the straight gate.
Strive to, you supposed to be trying to break your neck. You know what I'm saying? To get in the truth, man. You supposed to be trying, you got to strive for this, man. You know what I'm saying? It's for salvation, man. Go ahead.
It says, I say unto you,
Mm-hmm.
it says, will seek, it says, for many I say unto you, will seek to enter,
Mm-hmm.
and shall not be able.
Right, and that's talking about all of you people, man. You got some niggas that came up to the camps, you know what I'm saying, and they heard what we was preaching, you know what I'm saying, but they ain't come in, man, because it's too much for them. They can't handle this, man, because they gotta forsake their own lives, man. You gotta forsake your own life for this thing. Go ahead, brother.
It says, but once the master of the house is risen up
Uh-huh.
and has shut the door and gate, and ye begin to stand without and to knock on the door, saying, Lord, Lord, open unto us. And he answered and said to you, I know you not whence ye are.
Right, Con, because you gotta come in this thing for real, man. You can't be shucking and jiving. You can't be half-assing. You can't come in this thing and try to be in the world and be in the truth at the same time, man. And also you people in the church, man, you not even at the door, man. You niggas ain't even at the back door. You know, you way off, man. You know, you gotta strive to get in this thing, man. If you call yourself a man of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, you gotta forsake your life, man. Somebody get that Bible shot Matthew 10 and or it's one in Luke 2. It might go into it if you read down further. Kabari.
It says, Lord, Lord, open unto us.
Uh-huh.
And when ye shall answer and say unto him, I know ye not whence ye are, then shall ye begin to say, we have eaten and drunk in thy presence, and thou have taught in our streets. It says, but he has said, I tell you, I know ye not whence ye are, depart from me, all ye workers of iniquity.
Right, because you didn't forsake your life, man. You know, you stayed in the world, man. Because if the Lord knew you, you know what I'm saying, you would have understood this thing and how serious it is, man. You'd have forsook your own life, man. Is there more?
Okay. It says, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth when ye shall see Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and all of the prophets in the kingdom of heaven, and yourself thrust out.
Right, you're gonna be crying, man, and you're gonna be salty. You're gonna be salty as hell, man. You're gonna be salty, man, because the Lord ain't dealing with you. You know, you gonna slack it. Yeah, I like that. Saltless, because you didn't take heed, man. You didn't take heed to the words of the Lord, man, when they was being preached in the highways and the byways, man. You didn't listen to the words coming out of the prophets. These are not our words. These are the words of the Lord, man. We're just his voice. Yo, we glorify Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man, not ourselves, man. These are the words of the Lord speaking to you. The Lord is speaking to you, people, and you're rejecting him, man. So he's going to reject you in that day, man. That's what's going to happen to 2/3 of our people. You're going to be sitting there looking stupid, but Lord, Lord, Lord. And the Lord's like, I don't know you, nigga. You know? You got more? Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Matthew 10:39. He that findeth his life shall lose it.
Right. He who findeth his life shall lose it. Go ahead.
That's for the niggas all day. I finally found my calling.
Right.
I found what I was supposed to be in life, man. I finally made my dream a reality. You know, for them niggas.
That's right.
You found your dream, but your dream, your actual dream of being in the kingdom is lost. You lost it. That's your true life. Or having the words of the Lord on this side.
That's right.
That's your true life. And you lost it because that was your God-given right of being an Israelite. And you lost it for a dream.
That's right.
It says, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. All right, he that loseth his physical life, all right, not dying. Well, yeah, I mean, some of us are going to die. It's why the Lord is so multifold that it covers large ground. He that loseth his life shall find it. You know, so if you die in the name, said, if I jump to 22, Matthew 10:22, it says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endures to the end shall be saved.
Right.
So he that loses his life shall find it.
Right. So basically, that losing of your life means basically, man, putting off that old man.
Putting off that old man.
Putting off that old nigga. You know, if you smoke weed, you're gonna stop smoking weed. Smoke cigarettes, you're gonna stop smoking cigarettes.
Yep.
You was committing adultery, you're gonna stop. You're gonna basically stop sinning.
Yeah, because that broad gate,
Yep.
they don't only go into doctrine.
Right.
You know, that broad gate going to whatever you put on for 40 hours by shooting your shot.
And let me say this, Salakia. So you know, for the Christian people, man, that be watching our videos, sinning is transgression of the law. The law is not done away with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to stop transgressing against the laws of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah,
Man.
you got to
Yep.
you have to specify that because
Yep.
that's what they use for that license to see.
Yep.
Because they figure they don't laws done away with it. They don't have to and you know what? Reading these scriptures, man, and following the statutes, laws, and commandments, man, it's not a hard thing to keep the law.
It's not.
It's not a hard thing to keep the law when you read the scriptures.
I
man.
get there for
You know what I'm saying? And like I said,
Back you up.
when you do slip up, you know what I'm saying? You have a way of repentance, man.
That's right.
You just say, oh man, you know, it's not it. You know, but you get better. You know what I'm saying? I was just telling my boss at work, you know, if I was cleaning so much, I was like, damn, it's making our job easier. Because every deep clean now gets faster and faster because we clean so much during the week. Then when we have the deep clean, you know, they start up it's not caked up, right? It's not built up. Yeah, it's when you don't do it as much, it cakes up. You know what I'm saying? But when you do it all the time, it's clean. Not instead of you have to scrub up now you might just like wipe a couple of times.
That law applies to everything you have to clean.
That's right.
Even for yourself.
That's right.
More frequent, or I guess I do a video
Hey.
once a week, or I do a video once a month. You know, you cleansing yourself, but shit, you gotta do more cleansing the less frequent you do it, you know, the less frequent you clean. So if you do a video every day, you cleansing yourself, it'll get easier and easier. You'll start to remember more. You know, you'll start to pull things you didn't even know. You know? And that's the same, that's the logic that I follow when you clean household things, like doing dishes.
Yeah.
I'll dishes out of, okay,
Yeah,
this
let
is
me go ahead and knock this out.
yeah.
Yeah. Before they get
It's 2 plates, 2 cups, and 2 forks. So like, all right, cool. Let me wash these dishes real quick. You know?
Yeah. Washing your clothes. Yeah. Wash them when it's on your load.
Yeah.
Don't wait till it's 5 or 6 levels, man. You're gonna be all day.
It's gonna be all day. You know. But
We're gonna get a couple more. We're gonna get a couple
yeah.
more.
Let me get the second Ezra. This is second Ezra chapter 2. Second Ezra chapter 7, verse 18. It says, nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wide. All right, so the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wide. We want to go through difficulties and hope for the kingdom of heaven, right? It says, for they that have done wickedly shall suffer the straight things and yet shall not see the wide. So they still gonna suffer, you know, but they're not even gonna get the wide. You know, so if you're gonna suffer, man, then just go right to exactly suffer for righteousness' sake.
This I got something. This is John, St. John 10:1. He said, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that enters not by the door into the sheepfold,
That's the one.
but climbeth up some other way.
Yeah.
The same is a thief and a robber, right, man? So you get Christianity, and you know what's so crazy, man? It's not only us talking, knocking down the stronghold of Christianity. I mean, you got regular people out here, you know, just making videos saying, look, man, you got Edomites saying, hey, look, you know, we gave you all Christianity. They coming the truth about it, and you still got niggas following that shit. That's nuts, man.
Strong water.
That's super strong, bro. That's roll.
They try to get alcoholic to stop drinking liquor.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
what that is.
Yeah. And you know, the more they drink, the more because my boy, I see my boy get sloppy drunk off one beer. And I was like, yeah, Bobby, he drank one beer, bro. He was slapped.
The more you drink,
the more you drink, the easier it takes you to get drunk.
Yeah.
You know, I thought alcoholics, you know, for a while, I thought alcoholics, and I said, oh man, yeah, he can drink. I mean, I feel for that shit. And he'll get to the point where he'll go get a shot and be gone.
After so many drinks.
Right? Defile their body. That's what alcohol poisoning is. Cirrhosis, right?
Your liver is so corroded that it can't filter anything.
Right. He said, but climbing up some other way. The same is a thief and a robber, verse 2, but he that entered in by the door is the sheep, as the shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep heareth his voice, and he calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out. Yep. And when he put forth his own sheep, he openeth, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, and they know his voice. Yep. Right, man. So we know the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We know when you spewing out lies, man. Yep. We like, whoa, shit, what? That ain't the truth. That ain't right. You know, then you all take it as debate. I mean, as argument. No, we're not arguing. Scripture says, man, stand stiffly for the truth, man. All right, we are contending. All right, yeah,
Here you go. You got to tell the world. You be like, well, that's not scripture. They say, I don't want to argue about.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then they'll tell you.
What? I'm literally telling you that's not in the Bible. Then you ask, well, proof is in the Bible. Listen, I don't want to argue about
it. You know what? And the reason why a lot of people say they don't want to argue about it really is because they're not.
They don't know.
They don't know.
Our pastor said, now we got to study because of these niggas now.
Yeah.
See, now we got to study.
What happened to the good old days? You can tell me anything.
Precept.
My father just read those that crept in from unawares, the same as a thief and a robber, all right? Jude 1:4. It says, for there be certain men crept in unawares who were before of old ordained to this condemnation. So they before of old ordained, because the Lord said, I've declared the end from the beginning. Right. So the Lord had all of this played out before it even played out. You know, the Lord knows exactly what's going to happen before it happens. So he said, for there be certain men crept in unawares who were before of old ordained to this condemnation, ungodly men, turning the grace of our power unto lasciviousness.
Yeah, the scripture says, "Use not thy liberty for a cloak of ambition."
Yep.
So you got people coming to the truth and they skirting the law. But technically, I didn't, and technically, etc.
What Club Flow Holler said, the Big T. Ooh, that's crushing some of y'all doctrine. What was it demon, bro? The laws is done away with, bro.
Precept.
I got one more.
When you get done,
it says, in denying the only Lord Yahweh for our Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You know, that's the same as thief and the robber. Our turning our glory and the grace of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to the lasciviousness.
Right.
Denying the power. You know?
Right, trying to creep in, man, get your skipping difficulties. You know what I'm saying? Denying yourself. Basically, you can't deny. Look, man, you can't come in, you know what I'm saying, and think it's gonna be easy shit, man. You gotta work for this thing, man. The Lord ain't passing out crowns, man, to anybody because they say they're Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Lord's not giving you a crown because you're an Israelite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you got a lot of these damn Israelite camps, and you know, people out here, man, think because they're Israelite that they're gonna get a crown, man. No, nigga. It ain't like that, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't. Look, man, you gotta repent, man, and turn from wickedness, man. You gotta come up out the world, man. Basically, that's all that means, man. Coming up out the damn world, man. If you truly believe on the Lord, man, you're gonna forsake this world, man.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, and it's like, y'all, you know what? And you ain't gotta worry about it anyway. You gonna forsake the world anyway. Right. The collapse is already here, man. It's busy. It's already here. So you gonna forsake it regardless. and matter of fact, if you forsake, it's gonna forsake your ass.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
What's gonna happen because you man. We was asleep last night, man. I woke up. The reason I got up and studied, I started studying last night because the TV was left on, but the videos, you know, you leave the videos on, they roll. There's a dude, man, studying an RFID chip, and he was in China, and he had went to a personalist store in China. It didn't have nobody there. You use the RFID chip, you scan to get in, and then you went and put your shit on there and scanned. So he took the little tags out of all the items and shit, and then he took it to his boy to see how cheap was it to make the product, you know, make the RFID chip. And he took it all apart and shit, and the dude was like, yeah, it's not radio frequency. He said it's just a frequency that, you know, scan the items and shit. And he was like, yeah, he said it cost about 6 cents. So China is already on, and the Apostle said that. The Apostle said that when that RFID chip is going probably hit in China first. They got a fucking store already up and what? Amazon is doing it now. Got keyless stores and shit. You can just go in there, get your goods, man, wave your phone. And like I said, that technology is already here, man. So you don't have to forsake this world, man. It's gonna forsake your ass, man.
Walk out.
Huh?
You can just take your stuff and walk out.
You take your stuff and walk out, yeah, and it just builds you, man. Face recognition, man. This.
Actually, when I was working in Terre Haute 2-3 years ago, I think about 3 years ago, it was like that. In the break, they had like 3 break rooms. One of the break rooms was way out across the building. A lot of people didn't go because you only get about 20-30 minutes on your break. And
Right.
take a little
Right.
decent amount.
Go there.
But I used to go there because you would be by yourself. Yeah. So I go there and I grab something and I'm looking around. I'm like, where I pay for this at? So
Yeah.
it's about like 1 or 2 other people there. And they're like, look, you just go over there, scan it, and just pay. It's set up where you can steal if you want, you can pay if you want.
Yeah,
They got
but I mean, it's cameras there, but
Yeah.
like I said, it's easier. But you know, that shit's here, man. That shit is here. Like I said, it's just not on a full scale, but like I said, the collapse is here. All right, go ahead, boy.
This is Salaki.
Come on, go ahead.
This is 1 John chapter 5, verse 1. Whosoever believeth that Yahweh Shai is the Hamashiach is born of Yahweh, and every one that loveth him that loveth him also that is begotten of him. By this we know that we love the children of Yahweh, when we love Yahweh and keep his commandments. For this is the love of Yahweh, that we keep his commandments. And his commandments are not grievous. But basically, I just brought this back up, you know what I'm saying, to make the point, man. The laws are not grievous, man. They just basically, you know, made to govern our life. You know what I'm saying, spiritually and carnally. And that was just a point.
There's some scriptures on the comment board from the Elder Demonstrator.
Read those.
Yeah.
Salaki. It says, I'm gonna start around 11:16. He posted Colossians 3:22. Servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye service. He got eye service all caps. As men pleasers, but in singleness of heart, fearing the Most High. This is eye service in the Greek. He says, servants formed only under the master's eyes, for the master's eye usually stimulates to greater diligence his absence. On the other hand, renders sluggish. So, damn. So basically, that's definition. It says, not with eye service. If you're doing something with eye service, that means basically like if the men that's over you, and when they're in your presence, boy, you washing the shit out of that dish. Not saying that that's what you know, but like it's the same thing at work.
That's integrity too.
Now it's what it's called.
Integrity is what you do when someone's not around,
right?
Man, if you still gonna do the same,
right?
You're gonna hold true to it, man.
I'm gonna just keep it. It's called kissing ass.
That too, but it's, they
getting ass kissing. That's what eye service is. You know what I'm saying? Brown nose, kissing ass, being phony, being fake. But when he ain't around, you being a nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When he ain't around, you being a nigga. But when he around, you ass kissing. You being phony as hell. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be like that, man. You supposed to have to feel the Lord on you, man. Always.
When you're around brothers, he was like, you know, I was like one of the brothers in the doctor like spoke to me. Yo, bro, I was just in the spirit, bro. You know, done goddamn well. You only read on Saturday so you can catch up and be prolific at camp day.
Right.
Whole Sunday night.
And you might not even read, period. You got guys that ain't doing that. You're not even trying.
Conversation with a brother. Hey, bro, I was watching Apostle. All right, for real? What's that about? Like, you can't have no type of edification. Yeah, well, I was watching Apostle. I was like, you know.
Right.
And Kaya said that. He said, man, you can't talk to a brother and y'all both have not. I mean, you got some brothers that don't watch. You know, like me personally, I watch other Possible Bar a lot. And other brothers like, oh, well, I watch other Possible College. You know, so sometimes I might go on other Possible College again. You see the one video, yeah, I did see the one. But you can never have that with a brother. It's something wrong.
Yeah, it is something wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you can't communicate with a brother, it's a two-way street.
He's some more. Then he put cuts. Like that's a big ass cut.
Yep.
Matthew 24:46. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
Yep, that's right.
And then he put, you ain't standing stiffly if you haven't done a video in weeks. And I'll say this. When remember you came in the crib and you was like, what you say? He was like, bro, they shut down YouTube. I thought he was playing.
Nah, yeah, I called him that night. I was actually watching the video. I said, is that what happened?
Yeah.
I was talking to him that night.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you lying. He's like, no, they shut down YouTube. And I was kind of like, damn, they can't shut it down yet. Not yet. He's like, damn, bro, it's time to be delivered. Shit, found out the word. I'm like, shit, I wanted some more work to do. But that's that personal testimony. That was some fire lit under me.
And that's what Apostle Galar said. Like, which I highly encourage brothers to watch Apostle Galar video on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, he said it's an end for you scoffers and scorners, scoffing. But also it should put fire on other brothers. Like, hey, while you got the internet, you better utilize your time while happening.
Right.
Because you can get cut off like that, and all your damn, I wanted to watch. And I made him sit down and say all your, because YouTube has a share when you say watch later.
Yeah.
All your watch later.
Watch them bitches.
Watch now.
Right. Right. I get hella watch later.
Man,
right?
bro, my watch later is like in the 30s, I think.
I'm gonna read that comment again. It says, you ain't standing stiffly if you haven't done a video in weeks. Which is that's a hell of a point, because we doing 3 a week, but then the spirit is if you can do 3 a day. Yeah. So really is basically if the spirit on you and you can do a video, that's the point. If the spirit on you and you can do it right then and there when the spirit on you, then do it.
Why not do it?
If you like it, then buy it.
No, I said what? 10 minutes, 3 minutes, 30 minutes.
10 minute videos.
30 minutes out your day. Out your week.
Right. Revelation, this the other scriptures you posted. Revelation 3:15. I know by works that thou art neither cold nor hot. And that's the thing. Because the Lord actually knows us. You know what I mean? Like you can tell your leader, or you can tell this brother, you can tell him, yeah, but I was doing this and that and the third, and I was doing this and that. And that brother just a man like you, and he, right, bro, we all, we in here. But the Lord, like, Baruch Jeremiah 17:9. Or is it it might be verse 10. Real quick, I'm gonna read that over. Revelation 3:14. It says, I know by works that thou art neither cold nor hot. So you ain't on fire for the truth, or you ain't a blizzard for the truth. You somewhere in between. You that cup of coffee. Because people like their coffee either iced coffee or you want your coffee hot. If that motherfucking coffee get lukewarm at room temperature, that whole cup will sit there all day till somebody throw it out. Because you ain't gonna you want either ice latte, mate, whatever they call that shit, or you want it hot. But Bobby, you got that?
Yeah, this is Jeremiah 17:9. The heart is deceitful. The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it?
The Lord know it, and the heart means mine.
That's
so
right.
The Lord know it.
That's right. The Lord knows. He do know.
I, the Lord, search the heart.
That's right.
I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways.
Right. So the Lord gonna recompense us back according to our ways.
That's right. Samuel, what, man? Look on the outward opinions.
Yep.
God look on the heart.
Yep. That's right. So the Lord know if you just couldn't. He know it.
That's right.
That's like in according to the fruit of his doing.
Yeah, it's right. So the Lord, what he gonna repay you according to the fruit of your doing. So if you was that goes. I'm gonna read this one. Nah, I'm just gonna read it the way you got it in order. But it's a scripture which says it just escaped me. It says verse 16, Revelation 3:16. So then, because thou art lukewarm, yeah, you that room temperature coffee that nobody want. Not no real coffee drinkers. It says, So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. He put it again. All right. Ecclesiastes, yeah, Sirach 4:29. It says, be not hasty in thy tongue, and in thy deeds slack and remiss. So you don't be slack in your deeds. Oh, I'm gonna do that later. And you know, right? That's yep. Sirach 5:7. That's the first thing that it says. Make no chariot to turn unto the Lord.
I'm saying it. I was looking for.
Mm-hmm. 5:7. Yeah. Make no chariot, and we can't have that spirit of, well, I'll do it later or I'll do it tomorrow. Now that's so. Now when you handling your business, and as far as matters of importance, that's when you deal with that. But if you're sitting up there watching Game of Thrones, right, and for some reason, you know, when you watch things or when you read things, the spirit may come to you and you think of scriptures based off what you saw or read. And certain things like that happen, and then it comes to your mind. Damn, that's a lesson. I'm gonna do a lesson on that. And then you write it out. If you write it out or you remember whatever, like, yeah, I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. And then now the internet shut off. You know. So now, how the Lord looking at you for that last act that you did? How he feel about that?
Or when this happens to me personally, you might want to do that sit down, and then you get up like, watch this brother sit down. He did exactly on what you wanted to do.
Right.
Then boom.
Hey, and I'm gonna add to that because that done happened to me, and that'll discourage me from doing the sit down. But I seen another brother do a video. He said, he's like, look, man, sometimes that happens. He said, do the sit down anyway. Because you know when we do response videos to each other's topics, we on the same topic. You might hear the same scriptures, you might hear different scriptures. You know, it'd be sometimes you would bring out your own set of scriptures, but some of those scriptures that agree with the other brother video.
They precepts.
Yeah, they precepts. Or he come from another angle.
Yeah.
Give another analogy. Right. I have one. This is Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now the Creator in the days of thine youth, while the evil days come not.
I want to close up on this scripture. That's like perfect.
If it no, because it's buying back the time.
Yeah.
Because the days are evil.
Yep.
You know, all of the time that we was in the world smoking, whatever we was doing, man, in the broad gate, all right, and doing the things of destruction, worthy to be killed. All right, but the Lord spared us to do this. We gotta buy back that time. It says,
that's what redeem is. It's buy back.
Yeah. It says, remember now the Creator in the days of thine youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. All right, so why you living in a time where you're not saying, I have no pleasure in these days? Do what's recommended to do. All right. Yeah. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, and the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. All right, when YouTube shut down. All right, when martial law troops run down, all right, we can't go out in the streets anymore. Scriptures talk about family of the word. You know, that's the first thing I thought about. You know, did you put it in the WhatsApp out? YouTube shut down. I thought it was a YouTube. I thought it was a Wi-Fi. I was like, what the fuck is going on with my Wi-Fi? What the fuck?
It actually cut my video off completely. I was like, shit. I said, damn. I said, man, I was just watching the video. He said, Dad, they cut YouTube off. I said, that's what happened because I thought it was my shit. I thought it was my phone.
You know what's funny? You know what's really funny? Pastor Tommy, we made a response video to Quavo song called Bubblegum Bitch. And in the beginning of the video, Jake was looking at, or him and his woman, which symbolizes Jake 2/3, was looking at the destruction of America as it was nothing. And you know what's funny? I was at home and I was just sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? Why can't I play? I was trying to play music to get in the shower. I was like waiting to get in the shower. What the fuck is going on? Why can't I listen to my music? I'm pissed off. And I'm like, almost like, oh, it's just a temporary shutdown. And it was like nonchalant to her, but I'm fucking bugging out. I'm like, bro, YouTube, this is the first time this has ever happened.
Worldwide.
She was like, it always happens. And I was like, no, it don't. I was like, Facebook, maybe, probably. YouTube, this is the first time YouTube ever shut down. She was in there, and I actually thought about that video, like, Jake always thinks something is a fucking game, or they always taking it for granted, you know? Oh, it's just temporary.
Oh, that's nothing gonna happen.
They'll fix it. The white folks got it.
They'll fix it.
The
I
smart
mean,
crackers will take care of it.
That's why I thought about that video of Bubblegum Bitch, man. When this destruction hit, they gonna consider it like, oh man, it's nothing. It'll pass. It's just another movement. You know what I'm saying? That's why I see now I created the days that I use, man.
Like the scripture says, woe to them who are at ease, man.
Most of them that are at ease in Zion and trusting down to the Sumerian, man.
Because they in this place and they like, oh, nothing's gonna happen.
Yep.
Until it happens.
Until it happens.
And that's why when the scripture says that they should have great travail as a woman, bearing a child, because that's when it's gonna be like, it's gonna hit them so shockingly that all their body fluids is just gonna fucking collapse inside them.
All hearts shall fail, and the faces shall be as flames, you know. But yeah, that's all I have.
That's it.
I mean, it goes on. It goes on.
Can you read that? Can you read that over? Read it over down to verse 7.
Okay.
If you said to go to verse 2.
Yeah. Okay. It says, Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now the Creator in the days like you, while the evil days come not.
Right, because the hard part ain't really came yet. You know, while the evil days come not. You know, before Jacob's trouble, before martial law, before the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
All right, you got it.
It says, while the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Right, and that's a Christian thought process. All right, I'm gonna have my fun, and then when I get old, when I get 50, when it don't work as good as it used to, I'm gonna go to church.
I'm not having pleasure in my years.
Right.
It says.
Then you go to church and you go to casino. You got it.
It says, while the sun or the light or the moon will always be not darkened.
Yeah, because they're gonna be darkened from those mushroom clouds, those dark.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, literally. Right, or it could be figuratively before the famine of the word, because this truth is represented figuratively as a light. All right, and the sun is the greatest light known to man right now. You know, besides how it's shining, you know, and his father. But yeah, as far as like an allegory or representation, so to speak, before this knowledge, and that was an example. YouTube getting shut off was the Lord doing a wake up call, like, look, this could be gone. Ain't no just going on the internet. What's this breakdown? What's that? What's this? Hey, the Lord can be like, look, you know.
No, I really think Apostle Everard's videos, get it now while you got it. That's something to that effect. Or get it now while you got it. It
Right.
says, verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease.
Yeah, the keepers of the house still tremble. What's that? The analysts, the financial advisors, the governors, the rulers. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Trembling because they ain't got no answer. Is there no wisdom in you, OT? You ain't got the answer to get out of this one.
Yeah.
You got it.
It says, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no work.
Yeah.
The grinders cease because it's few. Unemployment rate steadily rising, jobs steadily going overseas, and America still having trade wars with other superior countries with better economies. That's
and they all just dropped the dollar.
Yeah.
The Arabs just dropped the petrol dollar.
That's now see how the recipe for disaster is taking, it's cooking. It's close to being done.
Yeah, it says, those that look out of the windows be darkened. All right? In the midst of all that, it's scripture speaking about a sedition among men. How the men, the courses of men's actions are going to stand in their hands. They're not going to regard the kings nor princes. They're going to invade every neighbor for the lack of bread thereof. Every house should be boarded up. The gates of the city is smitten with destruction. It says, the doors shall be shut in the streets. When the sound of the grinding is low, and he that rise up, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of the musket of music shall be brought low. Now that goes into Isaiah 24, man. That whole Isaiah 24 is speaking about destruction.
It says the mirth of the taverns have ceased. All right, I shall not drink wine with the song anymore, man. You know, it says every house is shut up. If you read second of the 15th chapter, it talks about, like I said, a sedition among men. All right, a sedition is an uprising. Why? Because there ain't no food. If I see, man, if I was a nigga and I got kids to feed, what do you think I'm finna go for some food? I'm finna go raid them.
The camera's picking it up. Yeah, it's a phone.
This is if I have children that needs to eat, where do you think I'm gonna go get some food from, man? And I ain't got no money to stock market collab, I'm gonna go take that shit. If I got a weapon, I'm gonna go bring that too. I'm gonna risk my life. I mean, I'm speaking of the mindset of a nigga. I'm putting myself envisioning what a nigga would do, because I used to be one, you know. And we all could attest. I'm envisioning myself as a nigga in that situation. I'm gonna go rob Walmart, go rob my neighbor. I'm gonna go to Crown Point, rob them, you know. It says, and the door shall be shut in the streets. When the sound of the grinding is low, he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of the music shall be brought low. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and the fear shall be in the way, and an almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, it's like, and desire shall fail, because man goeth in his long home, and the murmurs go about the streets. That was it today.
I'm gonna read this. This is the last scripture of Mashaka posted. Philippians 2:12. It says, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling."
Yep.
All right. So with that, Lord willing, to hopefully let us edified. Give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, who taught us this truth. Shalom.
So,
Okay.